everybody, welcome to Ray Imagination. I am Ray, and today I'm going to show you how to draw human heads and faces like I do. If you would like to follow along with me, you'll need some paper, a colored pencil, a number 2 or mechanical pencil, and a black marker or fine liner. Here's a quick run through of general facial proportions. Eyes are in the vertical middle of the head. The tops of the ears are just above even with the eye line. The mouth line is in the lower quarter mark of the face. The nose is halfway between the eyes and the mouth. Outside edges of the nostrils align with the inside corners of the eyes, and corners of the mouth align with the middle of the eyes. Got it? No? That's okay. We'll get to each in turn. The first thing that we're going to do is draw a circle. And we're gonna make this just a tiny bit oval. We'll now need to draw a vertical line that will go down the middle of the face. This will determine which way our character is facing and how we draw the jawline. We're gonna make our first character facing forward, so just draw a straight line in the middle of the top of the head down past the bottom of the circle. Like so. Now, it doesn't matter if it's longer or shorter. I would say longer is better because we're going to erase these lines anyway. So now we're going to determine where we want our chin to be. So how far past the bottom of the circle we want our chin to be. So I am saying I want my chin to be like right about there. So just draw a little mark where you want your chin to be. I'm going to draw 2 curving lines from the sides of the circles down. And we're going to kind of curve them in. Just go straight down at first and then just gently curve them. And it's okay if they're a little pointed because that's going to be the point of the jaw. Then draw a horizontal line where circle and jawline meet on each side from side to side. This is your eye line. Like so. And then you'll draw another horizontal line just above the point of the jaw to the other side. It doesn't matter if your lines are perfectly parallel because, again, commandment number 6 I think it is. It's not going to be perfect. We're just being real kind of free and loose right now. And then we are going to draw another horizontal line, line number 3, right between the eye line and the mouth line. This line is going to go straight through the point of the nose. So now what we're going to do is draw 2 lines, curved in lines, just where the neck would be. Just so. So I like to draw the facial features from the top down. Now first we're going to draw where the eyes are going to be. So we're just going to draw oval shapes. So this is basically where our eyes are going to be. And it's better to have bigger eyes than smaller eyes. So that's pretty good. And we can make them bigger or smaller if we want to later, you know. And then what we're going to do is we are going to draw an oval right where the nose line and the midline meet. I mentioned earlier that the outside edges of the nostrils line up with the inside corners of the eyes. So you might want to just take your colored pencil, and I'm going to use another color to show you this so it's clear. So you can just make a light little line right down there and there from the corners of the eye, almost like our poor little gal is crying a little bit, with 2 little curved marks, almost like parentheses. as I said, the corners of the mouth line up with the middle of the eyes. So again, you can take your colored pencil and draw a line straight down from the center of the eyes, down each side, and mark where your, sorry, I'm going back and forth between layers here. Mark where your mouth lines are going to be. Again, with just little parentheses marks. I know it's a little difficult to see there. There we go. Parentheses marks. Now what we're going to want to do is mark the top, the middle, and the bottom of the lips. Draw a fat U shape right there on the above the top lip, and then another fat U shape right where the lip line is, or the mouth line is. And then it's funny, this is really falling in line with the circle, which it doesn't always, but hey. So there's another line just right there that is going to be the bottom of our lip. So the ears, I would say start at the eye line on each side, go up a little bit, and then down to about halfway between the nose line and the mouth line. Let's just mark in some eyebrows. Just a little line, two little parallel lines, and then the line that goes down on this side. So two little lines and then the line that goes down on the side. I'm going to draw the general shape of the hair. So just gonna draw a little piece there. I'm gonna give her a side part. So here we go, down on one ear, down on the other ear, and then up and around. And I'm just gonna give her short hair because that's easiest. There we go. All right, and then, you know, why not? Let's give her the little side locks that my stepdaughter likes to have that are so adorable on her. I swear, anything would be adorable on her. So there we go, side locks. Okay, so now we're going to switch to our mechanical pencil or number 2 pencil, whichever you have. I'm gonna use a different color. So I am going to use red for this. I start with the top lid. From the inside corner of the eye, I go up and over till about the middle. And then I draw another line kind of down and curving. So it's kind of like a triangle a little bit. So now what we're going to do for the bottom lid is we're going to draw it almost straight across. I don't like to have my inside corners of the eyes or outside corners of the eyes connecting. I'm going to draw a line almost straight across. There we go. Just under the eye line. I'm going to draw that for the other eye as well. So up and then down and then across and just slightly curving. Because we still have the bottoms of these ovals that we drew for the eyes, that's going to be a very important place to place little marks, little lines below the eyes. All right, boop and boop. I always find making little noises is very helpful. So now that she doesn't look like Creepy McCreeperton anymore with these like empty eyes, I am gonna go ahead and draw where it's almost a circle, but it's like not going to show the top and the bottom of the circle. So basically just 2 lines right there, just making triangles on either side of the what is now the iris, and on this other side as well. I make them kind of large. Because If you try to make them too small, because more realistically they are smaller, but if you try to make them too small, then it's harder to make it even, and so she looks kind of derpy. So, I mean, as it is, it's not quite the same on either side, but that's okay because it looks like she's basically looking for it anyway. I'm going to just kind of color in the top of that iris, because that is going to be kind of the shadow that the eyelids cast. And then we're going to draw a big fat C in each eye. Big old fat C. And that is going to be, and fill it in, and that is our pupil. Now, the reason why I draw a C instead of just a regular circle and fill it in is because that open space in the middle makes it look like there's a shiny spot without really having to draw a shiny spot. Draw little lines on the inside, right above the top eyelid on the inside half. There we go. Just not connecting to anything, but that notates the crease, the rest of that crease in the eyelid there. I'm gonna add a little bit of eyelashes here just to kind of give her a little bit of style. I'm gonna add a few to the bottom. There we go, 1, 2, 3. And at this point, go ahead and do her eyebrows however you want them to be. I'm just gonna kind of follow my original construction lines here and just follow that down. Now, only go over what you're gonna see, what the hair doesn't cover up. So that's why I'm leaving the rest of that blank. Okay, how does she look so far? Pretty good? You doing well? You doing all right? Feel free to go ahead and pause the video or rewind it if you need some extra time. If you want to go over other things again, go ahead and feel free and do that. But right now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the nose. So we're going to want to start on the nose line itself, just to the left of the oval, and just curve it down and around the oval and up the other side. Now, if this turns out to be too pointed of a nose for us, you know, later on when we take the construction lines away, we can always fix it. No harm, no foul. We're just going to draw a little line on the top of the oval to mark where our nose starts to go up. And then we're going to go ahead and just reinforce the outside edges of our nostrils. You can even bring them in a little bit. Just curve them. There we go. All right. We're going to the lips now. Okay, so I'm not going to make the top of the lip quite as curvy as I had it before. So it's going to be more kind of subtle. And then I'm going to put little marks, just reinforce the corners of the mouth with little marks, because you don't quite know what you're going to be doing with it yet. And then reinforce the line at the middle of the lips, and then at the bottom of the bottom lip. Okay, so now we're going to draw where all the lips meet, or all the lips, like she's got a bunch of them. So now you can draw it. Now you can draw it from the middle over, or from the corners of the mouth to the middle. Whichever way you want to do is just fine. It does not matter at all. Just draw the corners of the mouth like arrows, like I'll show you here. Boop, boop, like arrow. And so that indicates the corners of her mouth. I think that I'm going to make the chin come up a little bit, because she kind of looks like the offspring of Jay Leno at this point. I'm going to take this down just like you did the first time. And then, yoop. And then, yoop. There. That's pretty good. All right. So now then I'm going to draw her necklines. There and there. She's going to have a pretty long thin neck. But you know what we can do? If you notice your neck is a bit long, you can put like a little line here at the bottom of the neck, just saying where the clavicle is. And you know, we might give her a little bit of shoulder right there. There we go. Now we're going to do her ears. So, are you ready to get rid of the construction lines? Look how cute she is. All right, so now we're gonna break out our marker or our fine liner or pen or, you know, whatever. Actually, I used to do a lot of drawing in ballpoint pens, so if that's all you got, have at it. I am going to just go over the lines that I've done. What I had planned to do next was to use a picture of my beautiful cousin Riley as a model to demonstrate further how to draw a head from a photo, but that proved to be a bit more advanced than what I wanted this video to be. Trust me, there's a huge difference between drawing a random character and drawing a recognizable real-life person. But if you're interested in learning that, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. So I'm going to use Jazz's Arty Games app to create a random character to draw instead. If you are able to tackle the first one, I challenge you to join me on this one too. This prompt says, draw a man that has a pumpkin head with a bushy beard, that has a wart on their nose, should be his nose, with many spider eyes and has a smirk. Well, that's very fitting because it's going into the fall season, so I'm really going to have a lot of fun with this one. So, how did you do? Did you have fun? It may be difficult at first, but don't be too hard on yourself. Keep practicing and play around with it. See what you can come up with. As always, thank you for joining me on another adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Until next time, love yourself, love each other, and keep on keeping on.